Right, so today we are carrying on with Heart of the Woods. And I've pressed something I shouldn't. As per usual. There we go. I hope everyone is having a good day. Bear with me. Let's get started.
What about you, Mads?
I'm fine.
Okay.
What on earth were you doing?
Me? I was waiting for you.
Oh dear.
Where? Didn't you hear us?
Just over there. Sorry, I had headphones in and missed you.
Always the way.
You were just standing in the dark? In a forest? Wearing headphones?
Not dangerous at all.
Yes? Why?
At a loss for words, I can only shrug. Does hanging out alone, in the dark, in the middle of nowhere, not register as weird for Morgan? Exactly. Yeah, it wouldn't sit right with me. I will be honest.
You just spooked us is all, no worries.
She stoops down and retrieves the flashlight from the snow, drying on her sleeve. She brushes off the snow the same way she brushes off Morgan's actions. Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's all good. What now?
Morgan turns and faces the trees, shining her flashlight across them.
I thought we could walk around a little. It might help you to get a better feel for the area.
Okay. Behind Morgan's back, Tara and I exchange a look of concern. Tara gives me the slightest of shrugs. I'm still reluctant, but I nod. If Morgan's planning to kill us, it's not like it'll make a difference whether she does it here or in the forest. And I'm pretty sure she's not a murderer anyway. Yeah, why say that? Does she look like a murderer? I didn't think so.
Sure, lead on.
Morgan sets off without another word, and we follow just a couple of paces back.
Are we going somewhere in particular?
Good question.
Not really. I doubt you want to go too far this late at night, right?
Well, yeah, if it's really dark, then yeah. Don't want to go out too far, do we? God knows what we'll say.
Right.
That's fine. We'll stick to the edge then.
As we walk, Morgan keeps her flashlight pointed straight ahead in the direction that we're going. Tara, on the other hand, swings hers around, looking up trees and out into the abyss. Oh god, that's all you need. She and I only brought one flashlight with us. Oh, that's not good, is it? The spare is sitting in one of our suitcases back at the cabin. I regret leaving it behind, just on the off chance that we somehow get separated. Oh god, that's not good. Well, I hope they stick together then.
So, did you learn anything useful today?
Not really. We went around town some, but...
But most people didn't really want to talk.
True, that is very true.
yeah.
How'd you know?
That's how it is around here. People are mistrustful.
I was kinda surprised by that. Figured with how out of the way it is here that we might have been, I don't know.
Treated like celebrities?
Hey now, don't project. But something like that.
It's more like they isolate themselves by choice. We have internet and TV. It's just that lots of people choose not to use them.
Oh.
I'm guessing they probably had some not so nice things to say about me too, right?
I don't know how to respond to that. I was going to say neither Tara or I respond. Our silence lasts a beat too long. Yeah. They didn't have the nicest of things to say, did they, last time? We'll be honest.
It's okay. I'm used to it. You don't have to pretend or anything.
Oh dear. Light shines in our faces as Morgan turns around, half smiling.
Hey, you two don't need another assistant back where you live or anything, right?
No, it's all good. My mouth flaps like a fish whilst I try to think of a diplomatic response. But then Morgan laughs and faces forward again. Okay.
Just kidding.
Phew. We trek on in awkward silence. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to be doing or looking for. We're just wandering in the dark, trusting that Morgan knows how to get back to the cabin. Well, then what's the point in doing it then, if you don't know where you're going? It's cold and my feet are sore, and I'm once again regretting coming to Eisenfeld. Yeah. I gently tug Tara's sleeve right by her elbow. When she looks at me, I silently gesture back towards where we came from and shrug, hoping she'll get the message. Oh, does she though? No, she mouths back. I nod. She gives a worried look over towards Morgan, who's now slightly further away. Tara holds up 5 fingers. 5 more minutes. Sighing, I nod again. We hurry to catch back up with Morgan.
Something wrong?
Oh no, Maddie, had something in her shoe.
Okay.
Oh.
It's hard to tell if she buys it. I wouldn't. Mentally, I'm counting backwards from 5 minutes, already imagining the comfort of my bed and blanket back at the cabin. How I'm going to survive a whole month of this is an issue for future me to worry about. A whole month. I wouldn't even bother.
I got lost out in this part of the forest once.
Oh God, that's nice to know, isn't it? That's great to know. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 3 minutes and 31 seconds.
Don't worry, though. I know my way around now.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, they mentioned something about that.
Oh. I step on Tara's foot again, this time totally on purpose. Ooh.
I thought they might.
Her tone is still completely nonchalant. At least Morgan seems impossible to offend. She does actually, doesn't she? That's true. It seems like nothing can faze her. Do you know what I mean?
It's too bad it looks like it's going to snow tonight. We probably shouldn't stay out too late.
That's handy then. Thank God.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I'm sorry this was so disappointing. I'd hoped that there would be more to see.
What exactly were you expecting?
Yeah.
It's the middle of the night.
Exactly. It's, really dark.
Come on, Mads, it's about the atmosphere. It's way spookier out here when it's dark.
I know, that's half the problem.
We can turn back now if you'd like.
Before I can agree, Tara shakes her head. Oh, great. Okay. Guess we're carrying on.
Nah, let's give it a couple more minutes. You came out all this way for us after all.
I glare at Tara, but I think she misses it. I've lost track of my countdown, too. Oh God.
Whatever.
Ooh. The small, apologetic smile that I barely noticed does little to assuage my discomfort. Oh dear. We traipse aimlessly through the snow for a while longer. I stare at my feet more than at the path ahead, and simply follow in the footprints left behind by the other two. Ooh. So I nearly slam into Tara, who's come to a complete halt yet again. Was there a reason for it?
What now?
Why does she keep stopping?
I saw something.
Yeah.
You did?
Here we go.
Tara, stop messing around. Let's...
No, I mean it. I saw something.
Oh, great. I shut up. I can tell by her tone she's serious. She saw something, or at least she thinks she did. The three of us turn and face the way she is. It's even deeper into the forest, barely lit by the moon. Oh god. That's not good. A bit too dark for my liking.
There was a light.
Someone else walking around?
Oh. I bet it's her mother, innit? It could be.
There shouldn't be anyone out at this time of night. It's dangerous to be in the woods once it gets late.
Fine one to talk. I opt to no point obvious hypocrisy. Yeah.
It was probably moonlight or something.
Could have been.
It wasn't the moon, Maddie.
Diana.
There's something out there.
Both of them point their flashlights in the direction Tara's looking. Aside from more trees, there's nothing to be seen. Oh. Okay.
Tara?
Okay.
Maddie.
She grins.
This is what we're here for. Come on.
Oh god. Oh really? Tara breaks into a run, leaving Morgan and I behind in surprise. We exchange a look before Morgan runs off after her. I have no choice but to go too. Oh god. The regret is almost instant. Cold knives pierce my lungs with each heavy breath. I'm not in the best shape to begin with, and the snow and boots don't make things any easier. Oh dear. The only consolation is that we're running in a straight line, so it won't be hard to follow our path back. Always handy to know. Every so often we pause to catch our breath. The pace is catching up to Tara too, who has to fight to keep her smile on. Morgan seems unfazed by it all. I'm about 3 seconds away from demanding that we give up when I see it. Oh, see what? What's going on? Way off in the distance, too far to identify the source, is a light. Oh! Okay. Oh. Sparkles and glimmers like a star that fell to earth. Oh. Okay. I fall silent, the words stolen from my mouth. Oh, what is that? Then Tara points, stating what we already know. Yeah, we can see it.
There it is!
Bless her. Tara runs off again. This time Morgan and I are close behind. We follow the light, which sometimes blinks out but soon reappears. Okay, I'm too focused on not slipping and falling to give much thought as to the source. Yeah, I would be as well. There's no telling how long or how far we've been going. Somehow, the light never seems to get any closer or further away. Oh god. Basically something you can never catch up to. Great. It's like it's running from us.
Hey, wait up!
That's it, you talk to it. Tara yells out into the darkness. If whatever it is can understand her, ignores her. Oh dear. Running is quickly becoming difficult. My lungs burn from the cold. And any breathing turns ragged after barely a minute. Oh god. Tara pulls further and further ahead from Morgan and me, her one-track mind fixated on the light. Ooh. After a bit longer I hit my limit, and my pace slows back to a walk, then a stop. I fold over my hands on my knees as I gasp for breath. I'd be the same. Morgan crunches to a stop just ahead too, running back towards me.
Are you alright?
No. Out of breath. I try to respond, but I'm breathing too heavily to be able to talk. I just wave my hand, gesturing for Morgan to go on ahead without me, but she doesn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, all good. Carry on. I force myself to stand and nod.
I'm fine.
Oh dear. I'm in the murk. Tara becomes a disembodied light herself. Only the flashlight's glow visible. I watch it bounce to a halt and then slowly make its way back towards us.
You guys give up too easily.
We were out of breath.
How are you not dead? I haven't
Exactly.
seen you run in years.
Obviously just very fit.
That's 'cause you never hit the gym with me.
There you go. I don't know if she's joking or not, and I'm too worn out to care.
So, what was that thing? Do you think it was your forest spirit?
Oh god, yeah, she said something about bloody forest spirit, didn't she? Gold. Morgan's eyes widen.
You believe me?
Oh god. Tara shrugs.
I'm considering it at least. I mean, what else could it have been?
Fairies.
Fairies. Okay. Let's go with that, shall we? Fairies. Morgan says it very nonchalantly. I side-eye Tara, who was very interested in her boots.
The forest spirit doesn't really make a light like that. At least, not that I'm aware of.
Right, that makes sense. Doesn't it, Mads?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Hexmark, how you doing? Hope you... Oh, wow.
It was probably someone from the village.
But as I say it, I know how unlikely that is. The way the light seemed to always maintain a precise distance was unnatural. Oh dear. I'm good, trying to figure out where to take the kids today. Oh yeah, because I think they go back to school, don't they, next week? I can feel the seeds of doubt being sown in my heart.
But it was definitely strange.
Yeah, what was that? Tara looks at me with more pride than a rainbow flag. Oh, bless.
Hey, holy shit! That's practically canon in Maddie terms.
I roll my eyes, but it's partially just for show. Oh dear. I'm curious at the very least. I wouldn't call myself a believer, as much as Tara wishes. Oh dear. Mine are only 2 and 3, so probably playground. Oh, right, okay. But that's 2 strange things so far, which is more than I expected when I boarded the train out here.
It was strange. That's as much as I'll...
A yawn overtakes me in the middle of speaking. It doesn't help the pain in my lungs. Yeah, don't suppose it would, to be honest.
Oh, guess it's past your bedtime, huh?
Rude. I kick some snow at her and it bounces uselessly off her pants. with the way we've been bantering with each other, it really does feel a bit more like old times. Make that 3 strange things on this trip so far.
We should begin heading back anyway. We can't go much further in before I'd be lost too.
Oh dear.
You still know where we are?
Oh, fingers crossed. Jesus Christ.
Yes, of course.
Oh,
We'd
I
be in
got that.
trouble if not.
I was going to say, we'd be in trouble. Jesus Christ. She has a point. I got so caught up chasing the light that I lost track of what direction we'd come from. Oh God.
I'll show you around more tomorrow. There's something you might like to see.
Really?
Yeah? What is it?
A surprise. We'll go tomorrow before it gets dark. It's a bit of a walk.
Oh, okay.
Does it have to do with whatever that light was?
She's obsessed with that light.
I have no idea. It's possible.
We'll find out.
Story of my life. Okay, well, we'll call it quits for tonight and pick back up tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess.
That's fine by me.
Great!
Hey girl, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. How's your day been? Hey, how's everyone's day been? This may not be everyone's cup of tea, and I do apologise if it's not. I do apologise. It's just this game I started, and then obviously I thought, right, I need to finish this. So, but yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. I hope you're well. She hops forwards, then pauses.
Guess you ought to lead the way.
Yeah, that kind of helps. Because I don't think we have a clue where we are. Morgan smiles as she does just that. It takes us only 15 minutes or so to reach the cabin. That's not too bad. We must have added a lot of time to our trip with all the wandering we did. Morgan bids us a farewell at the door, which I barely return before stumbling inside. Is she going to do what she's done the first 2 times though? Come midnight, knock at my window? I'm halfway out of my boots by the time Tara's inside. Oh God.
Guess you're not staying up late then.
I'm out like a light the second I hit the bed.
Tara grins just briefly.
Right.
My hand is on the doorknob when Tara clears her throat.
Hey, thanks for, you know, chasing after that thing. I appreciate you playing along.
You're playing along. My hand lingers on the door, poised to turn.
Yeah, of course. Let's see what we find tomorrow.
Yeah, let's.
Right. Yeah. Right. Good night.
Night.
I quickly step in and then shut my bedroom door before Tara can say anything else. Oh dear. As I switch off the lights and crawl into bed, I remember the end of the train ride here. I felt the same just now, standing there not knowing what to say. Oh dear. It would be so easy. I banish those thoughts from my mind and wrench my eyes shut. There'll be time to worry about it tomorrow. I have time to think. We have a month. Good job, really. As I slowly drift off to sleep, the exhaustion that I feel winning out over the stress, the last thoughts I have are of dancing lights in the snow. Oh God. We start to fall into a bit of a routine. Every day, Tara and I will get up and explore Eisenfeld or the surrounding area a bit. We never go too far into the forest. Well, good job really. But just enough to set up some dramatic camera angles or to film some monologue segments for Tara. Once Morgan's done with work, she'll join us or show us around. Sometimes she brings her cat with her. Oh yeah, her so-called talking cat. Surprise, surprise, it still hasn't said a word. She keeps promising it eventually will though. Yeah, I don't think it will, let's face it. Ever since the night we saw the light in the trees, we've hoped to encounter something equally mysterious or interesting. No such luck though. Any sort of hyper-excitement that I had, any bit of relief that I'd allow myself to build up has been squashed back down to resigned indifference. My trademark, I know. I took about a week of this before Morgan asked us to wait for her at the cabin, saying she was finally ready to show us that thing she mentioned. She still wasn't any more forthcoming with what it was, but over the week we'd known Morgan, I'd gotten a little more comfortable with the idea. If she was going to leave us in a shallow grave or something, she had had plenty of opportunities to do that already. Oh, what a thought. My God. The heavy clouds overhead promise a darker night than the past few, and probably heavier snowfall. We won't be able to stay out very late. Even with Morgan's guidance, the possibility of being caught in a snowstorm is hard to ignore. Oh dear. Tara paces back and forth outside as I linger in the doorway, trying to enjoy the warmth from the cabin for as long as I can. Finally, a fashionable 15 minutes late, I spot Morgan and heading down the trail from the village towards us. Tara zips off to intercept her, and the two of them approach together.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Work was a little busy tonight.
No worries.
Well, that answers one of the myths of Eisenfeld that I was curious about, whether or not anyone ever actually shops at Morgan's store. God. Tara bounces around between the two of us, raring to get going. Morgan smiles approvingly at her.
So... You said you had something special planned for tonight, right?
Oh, God.
She spent the whole day trying to guess what it is.
I think I've narrowed it down. It's either a crashed UFO, the Fountain of Youth, or Elvis.
Oh my God.
Those are the ones you narrowed it down to?
Yeah.
Someday, Mads, it's gonna be Elvis, and you're going to wish you'd believe me.
Yeah. I face Morgan, pointedly turning my back to Tara.
Anyway, we're ready to go if you are.
Do you both have flashlights? We're going to be heading a bit deeper into the woods this time.
Oh yeah, because we have two, but we only took one last time, didn't we? We both held up our lights in unison. After our first venture into the forest together, there's no way I'm ever going out there without us each having a flashlight. Exactly. Just having one makes me feel more self-reliant. It helps suppress my anxiety a little bit, just a little.
Great. Follow me.
Okay. We circle back around the cabin and head into the woods. Okay.
I've been waiting to show you two this since you got here. You're going to love it.
Tara starts to vibrate again, clearly soaking up the suspense. As much as I hate to admit it, she's got me pretty curious too. I'm not sure what she could be keeping secret out here. And for so long. Well, yeah.
This isn't going to be dangerous or anything, right?
Not going to be something dangerous, is it?
Probably not.
Probably? I don't like that. Probably.
I like those odds.
Okay. We set off at fairly brisk pace. Tara makes it a point to walk right by Morgan's side, taking short and hurried strides. If she doesn't find out where we're going soon, I'm pretty sure she might actually explode.
Okay, I'm gonna keep guessing. Ancient graveyard, fairy circle, satanic ritual,
Oh my god.
Sasquatch den?
Oh my god.
Close. It's a church.
A church? Okay. Tara stops dead in her tracks.
Wait, a church?
Oh, she doesn't sound very happy about that, does she? She's quite disappointed, I think.
Was Maddie right when she said you were gonna try to get us to join a cult?
Oh.
I never said that.
Oh my god. So you get me into trouble. I might have said that. Despite our antics, Morgan never stops or slows down.
Nothing like that, I promise. It's really old. Older than any of the buildings you've seen in Eisenfeld.
Okay.
The people who built it are ancestors of the residents today. I guess they were what you'd consider pagans. They worshipped a god of the forest.
Whoa.
I expect more to the story, but that seems to be Morgan's stopping point for now. Okay. She focuses on the path instead, swinging her lantern around in the arc as she looks for whatever it is that's telling her where to go. Oh. Every single tree around me looks identical, but I guess one of them is a little more special than the rest. Oh, really? When she sees whichever one that is, she starts to lead us on again. Ooh. Okay. My glasses start fogging up a bit. Oh no. More as we walk. I should have insisted that Tara layer up a bit more. I'd be a pretty crappy friend if I let her freeze to death out here.
So, to summarize, your great whatevers and the rest of the villagers built an old church out in the forest to worship a giant forest spirit, and that's what we're going to see right now?
God. Right.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Have I mentioned that this is going to be the best episode of the show ever?
Oh, God. Morgan's got Tara hanging onto her every word. Hook, line and sinker. I'm glad she's having a good time at least. No thanks to me.
You said it's older than the rest of the village. Do you know how old?
Centuries, at least. I don't know how many. I've done some research on the history of Eisenfeld, but none of the books really mention it.
Oh.
How'd you learn about it then?
A lot of it comes from old journals, or other documents left behind by the people who used to live here. Parts of it are passed down as family legends, too.
The images of Evelyn and Morgan sitting cosily by a fire while Evelyn tells stories is one that I can't imagine actually happened. I'm not going to pry into the details of that, though. I wouldn't say it's the best mother and daughter relationship they've got. I will be honest.
You think we could take a look at those journals sometime? Maybe we could show them off on the show. Authentic first-hand accounts, or something like that.
For some reason, now Morgan stops looking ponderous. I also realise that it's starting to snow. Oh, just barely, but enough to make me bite my lip and watch the sky.
I'd be happy to show you.
Score!
She's happy.
You're seriously the best. Like, thanks for doing all this.
It's nothing, really. Don't all your hosts do the same?
A lot of them only stick around for the first day or two. Then once they realize there's a lot of filming and setting up behind the scenes, they get bored.
Oh. For all her issues, I can't deny that Morgan's been a much more gracious and helpful host than we used to. Yeah, I suppose the other ones aren't all that nice, are they? We walk in silence for a little bit, all the while the snow continues to fall, getting heavier and heavier. At first I try to ignore it, but it's hard. Like always, it seems it will fall to me to be the responsible one.
Hey, Morgan? Are you sure it's safe to keep going? It's starting to snow pretty hard.
Oh dear, maybe I should turn back. Both of them look up as if they hadn't noticed.
Oh, you're right.
Now it's Morgan who turns around and looks back the way we came. I can practically hear the gears turning in her head. Tara watches, looking anxious. Oh, so she really only worries if Morgan starts to look uncomfortable.
It's going to get bad pretty soon.
Oh God. That's not good. She says it so matter-of-factly that at the first severity of her words don't register. Then every single alarm bell in my head starts ringing.
What? How soon is pretty soon? And how bad?
I'd say within the next half hour. Those clouds don't look good.
Oh God. Well, that's not good, is it? That's an understatement. They seem to be moving almost impossibly fast. Just like that, the weather has gone from a light snow to the start of a blizzard. Oh no.
We need to turn back then. Back to the cabin.
I would. I took a couple of steps, but the fresh snow has made it harder to walk. Even the trail that we just left has been partially obscured. Oh no.
We're closer to the church than the cabin. I think we should go there and wait it out.
Wait it out? What if it doesn't just pass by? What if we're stuck there for days?
Exactly. Don't know what to do for the best, do you?
It's better than being dead, you know.
Well, yeah, true. True. I turned to her in disbelief.
No shit it is!
Oh God. Morgan wrings her hands, looking genuinely distressed.
I don't know what's going on. I don't think it was...
Once again, she looks back in the direction we came from, lost in thought. Oh no.
We're just wasting time standing here arguing, you know. Morgan said we should go to the church, and she's the expert.
Okay. I'm loath to call her an expert at this point, but Tara's right that we don't have time to spare. We're definitely in dire straits if she's the one being the voice of reason.
Fine, let's get going then.
Oh dear. We don't waste any more energy on talking. We just follow Morgan as closely as we can. The light from her bounces in the wind, reminiscent of the light we followed just a few short days ago. I focus on it, using it as a beacon since it's easier to keep track of than Morgan herself. I bury my face into my scarf as much as I can, feeling the wind push against me and making it harder to walk. Oh dear. By now, the world around us is starting to grow more and more blurry. It'll be a white out before long. My heart beats hard in my chest as my anxiety starts to skyrocket. Oh no. We keep walking, huddling closer together as we press on. Tara keeps a brave face, but she's shuddering more with each step. Morgan and I push a little closer to her, hoping to help shield her from the wind as much as we can. When we get back, if we get back, I'm not letting her take another step outside until she agrees to start wearing something warmer. That's true. After what feels like years, we come to a stop. My legs are laden with the effort of marching through snow. I'm afraid that Morgan's going to say that we're lost, but then I realise that we've arrived. Just ahead, a huge stone building stands tall. For its supposed age, it looks remarkably intact. The howling winds buffet, but even from here, it looks infinitely safer than being stuck out here. A pair of massive wooden doors loom before us.
Just give me 1 second and I'll get this open.
Okay. She grabs a hold of the door and starts to pull. The freezing wind works against her, and for a tense moment I worry that she won't be able to get them open. But then with a creak that's audible even in this weather, they slide open to let us in.
After you.
That's alright then. We don't need telling twice. Tara and I hurry inside, with Morgan letting the door slam behind her as she follows. The first thing that strikes me is the temperature. An old stone building in the middle of a blizzard should be frigid, but it's not. In fact, it's almost warm. Warm? Well, that can't be right for a start. Oh, look at that.
Mads, we hit the jackpot!
Uh-huh. Okay. Her shout reverberates around the massive chamber, leaving a faint echo in its wake. When Morgan said a church, I figured it would be some small wooden shack with a tacked-on steeple, but this... Tara's flashlight beam dances wildly along the walls as she spins in circles, trying to take in every last detail all at once. This is nothing short of incredible. I let my light drift as well, but slowly enough that I can actually take the time to process what I'm seeing. The whole interior is remarkably well preserved. A few broken pews, a couple pieces of collapsed stone, and a layer of dust on nearly every surface are the only things that make the place seem anything less than brand new. Looking closer at the building itself, I can see various flourishes or designs decorating the walls and railings. Whoever built this place, they built it as a labour of love. Ah. The centrepiece is a massive stained glass window that dominates the centre of the far wall. Its brilliant colours form an intricate pattern. Ooh. I make my way over to Morgan, who's currently watching Tara dart around the building with a small, satisfied smile. Yeah, bless her. She's happy, that's why. Even though I'm relieved to be out of the storm, I can't believe we've ended up in this situation in the first place. Before I can say anything though, she beats me to it.
I'm really sorry about this.
Okay.
I truly am. If I'd thought the weather would turn so foul, I'd have never suggested we come out here. The last thing I want to do is place you and Tara in any danger. I just wanted to show the two of you something tangible.
Oh.
Something different.
I swallow my harsh words. Trusting her wouldn't do us any good. Plus, she's right that the weather changed way faster than I would expect, or even thought possible. Yeah. That happens with weather though. It can change just so suddenly. So I just rub my shoulders, trying to massage some warmth back into them.
Don't apologize yet. There's still plenty of time for us to die of starvation or something like that.
Oh god. Oops.
I think it's more likely that we die of exposure first.
Well, that's reassuring. God. Suddenly, a beam of light swipes across my face. It comes from Tara, on the other side of the building.
Hey, come check out these books!
What's she excited about? What's she said? Morgan and I both start to head over.
By the way, how do you keep it so warm in here? I was looking for a heater or something, but couldn't find one.
It's magic, I think.
Magic. Magic. You know what? I'm not even going to argue. Tara's waiting excitedly next to a stack of books. That's probably a first. Oh god.
Check it out!
The wooden shelves are warped and damaged beyond repair, but have still retained their shape pretty well. The books that line them are in a similar condition. When I remove one, its once soft cover is cold and rigid, and the text has faded into oh god, some books do that though, don't they? But flipping through the pages, a few of them are still readable. That's alright then. Or at least would be if I could understand the language. Oh god, that doesn't help, does it?
Tell me these aren't filled with ancient incantations or something.
These aren't filled with ancient incantations.
Oh god. She holds up a book to her face and blows a puff of air towards me, filling my face with dust. I wrinkle my nose, coughing and spluttering. Cheers for that.
Hey, what the hell? You don't know what's floating around in here?
Oh god, I just did think. I'm just going to take a quick sip of my drink.
You're literally the only person alive who could be in a haunted church and not care at all.
She never said it was haunted, you know? And I'm sorry that I'm still a bit too shaken up over, you know, almost dying in a snowstorm.
Oh god.
Psh, we weren't ever in any real danger, I'm sure. Isn't that right, Morgan?
Actually, I wasn't sure we were going to make it here.
Oh, bugger. Tara's eyes widen, the reality of the situation hitting her at last. Dang. Then she grins.
That makes this an even more badass story for the vlog.
Oh god. What, being in danger?
Mads, you'll have to go hard on the wind sound effects. Maybe we should set the camera outside, get some footage of the blizzard.
My god. She hurries over to where I'd abandoned the camera on one of the pews and picks it up, dancing around as she frames mock shocks. Okay. I open my mouth to tell her how dumb that is, when a trickle of dust spirals past me. The whole church shakes with a slight tremor. Oh god, really? And more dust is displaced.
Earthquake?
Oh god, really? Dang. That would be the icing on this cake. It would also be horrifically ironic if we survived the blizzard only to die in a freak earthquake. Oh my god. Something tells me that's not what this is though. There's another tremor, slightly stronger this time, and with it, a distant boom, like someone shooting a cannon in the forest. Oh, really? The three of us exchange a glance, silently. For once, even Tara is silent. Oh. Boom. That strained glass window rattles. Oh no, the glass window, oh no. I hear Morgan suck in a breath. When I look at her, her eyes are wild and confused. Boom. The thunderous sound is getting closer. Then there's another sound. A blistering crack that I recognise as a tree splintering. Oh god, what's going on? No winds, no matter how strong, should be able to do that. Wordlessly, Tara heads over to the front doors, though my first instinct is to call her back to what I hope is safety. I find myself more curious than afraid. I have to know what it is. I have to see it. Morgan lingers behind us, unsure of what to say or do. Tara reaches the doors and presses her shoulder against it. She pushes the door open, just a crack, or at least she tries to. But the terrifying wind catches and rips the doors all the way open, as if presenting the scene before us. I struggle to comprehend what I'm seeing. Oh, what have they seen? Tall, taller even than the trees, stands what I can only describe as a monster. Two enormous, luminous, red eyes peer out across the black expanse of the night sky. Neither the howling wind nor the biting snow seem to affect it at all.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
That's not possible!
What is that? Jesus. This can't be happening. This can't be real. My legs are about to collapse under me. My heart drops like a rock in my chest, and every heartbeat sends a rush of blood through my body, so strong it drowns out the catcher's storm. Oh. Tara fumbles with the camera, her hands shaking violently. Cursing, trembling, she struggles to lift up to her face, repeatedly losing her grip as she tries to focus on the thing in front of us. Oh my god. What is it though? I don't know how she can even have the presence of mind to do that. My thoughts are a blur as my mind does its best to process what I'm seeing. It's like the forest itself came to life, like a whole mass of trees just uprooted themselves from the ground to form something that can't possibly exist. Well, yeah. What is that? Branches twist and contort into each other. One tree spirits into 10. Wood rotting into decay and growing anew again, spin from the impossible red centre. What is going on here? Two immense horns pierce the sky, looking like lightning bolts, permanently imprinted against the clouds. Oh, what is that? Every thought that I can manage to form is fleeting. Every rational part of me tells me that what I'm seeing shouldn't exist. That is, it's possible. This is weird. Yet it is undeniable. All I can do is stare. The red glows brightly, burning my eyes, like it's staring right back at me. Oh my god. Maybe it is. Oh, hope not. The beast shuffles forwards, its feet obscured by the forest below. With each movement, there's another massive echo. Oh my god. Trees crackle and snap beneath its immense weight, like twigs, flattened to nothing and buried under the snowfall. My god. Jesus. Slowly the beast lumbers off into the night and is swallowed from sight by the darkness. Oh, so it's wandered off, thank God. Hey, better late than never. How's you? I always say, turn up when you fancy, so you're not late, dear. And I am good, thank you. How are you? Soon even the sounds of its footsteps fade too. Ooh. I'm not sure how long Tara and I remain. In petrified silence, I realise that I've fallen to my knees, though I have no recollection of it happening. Ooh. I feel like I have no recollection of anything, that nothing will ever make sense again. Oh dear. At some point Morgan comes to my side, helping Tara and I back indoors. My whole body is numb with either shock or the cold. Perhaps both. She leads us to one of the benches that's mostly intact. I collapse down onto it, my legs still unwillingly to support me. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm okay. I was watching it. Chapter 2. Oh, I couldn't even watch the first one. Oof. No. But I hope you enjoyed it. Not for me though. I glance at Tara. All the colour is gone from her face and she's still trembling. I probably don't look much better. Dear. For a long time none of us know what to say. Well, yeah, what do you say to that? Do you know what I mean? We sit and wait until long after the snow has stopped falling and morning arrives. It's basically been there all night. Oh dear. Chapter 2. Nice. Okay. I don't say a word on the way back to the cabin. How can I? How do you vocalize the knowledge that your core understanding of the world just turned out to be wrong? It feels like the ground beneath my feet dropped out from under me. My steps are unsteady and I feel nausea come up like waves. My head pounds hard. Oh yeah, I do watch films, I just don't watch those films. I love watching films. Yeah, definitely. I've always prided myself on my healthy skepticism, but I can't deny what's right in front of me. My thoughts scramble to find some way to explain it. Some way that I can piece it together in a way I can understand. But it's hopeless. Tara is still struck mute. I'd expect her to be bouncing off the walls, to be unable to calm down. After all, this is what she had been after for years, ever since we started the show, ever since she first had the idea for the show. There. Now that we've finally actually found something, neither of us know how to react. Sorry, should have said you don't watch horror films. Oh yeah, yeah, horror isn't the best for me. I'd rather watch a comedy than a horror. Yeah, I'm more of a comedy person. Comedy and action. That'll do me. She keeps playing the short clip she recorded over and over again, watching it until the battery runs dry. A lot of it is unusable due to the snow and her shaky hands. Oh bless. But there are still a few seconds of clear, uninterrupted footage. Her ratings are gonna go off the charts. We're going to have to prepare for endless barrages of questions. An accusation of doctoring the footage. Oh dear. This will mean interviews, national news, maybe even a book deal. Nothing will ever be the same again. Oh god. Oh dear. But all we can manage is silence. Morgan's the only one who seems somewhat calm. Though she's a bit shaken, she's the one who coaxes us to leave the church. Oh, I'm not surprised. And start heading back to town. It's the obvious thing to do, yet somehow the suggestion sounds like a crazy idea that would have never come up with myself. All of my thoughts are mush. 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 If it weren't for Morgan, I'm sure Tara and I would both end up wandering the woods in total shock. Well, yeah. Definitely. I can barely manage a slow stumble as I follow from way behind. Thick, fresh snow impaved path. The blizzard subsided, but the harsh winds bite at my exposed skin. It all feels like too much.
Maddie, are you okay?
Oh dear. It takes me a few seconds to even register her voice. A few minutes to realise she's looking back at me with genuine concern.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh. My brain screams to ask for help, and my body feels moments away from collapsing. But what kind of help could she give me? I could only focus on reaching our destination. Oh. One of my favourite comedy films is See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Oh no, I haven't, no, I've heard of it, but never seen it. Yeah, I've heard of it, never seen it though. Morgan looks like she wants to respond, but instead resumes her trek forward, this time moving at a somewhat slower pace. After a while, the faintest light in the distance comes into view. The cabin. Oh, at last. Our light, our refuge in the darkness. Tara's pace quickens to a near sprint. Like she had been waiting for this moment, she rushes and crosses the distance, disappearing inside. Oh. Morgan walks alongside me. She opens the door, following inside behind me. I feel a sudden pang of guilt over how much I've disregarded her before now. Watch it. I suppose I will do it at some point. Especially since she was actually right. As soon as I reach the couch, my legs give out from under me, and I fall onto it like a ton of bricks. It isn't until I hit the cushions that I realise I nearly crushed Tara, oh god, who was already collapsed next to me. Oh dear.
Sorry.
She doesn't say anything. She might not have noticed. I thought that getting back to the cabin safely would renew her enthusiasm. She should be running circles around me, screaming, "I told you so." Everything about her whole existence was has just been validated. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there. Was that Three Fugitives classic comedy film? Oh. But she's just looking down at the ground without saying a word. Her bangs obscure her eyes, making her face unreadable. Her chest rises and falls in an odd rhythm. Then I realise that, just like me, she's still trembling. Oh, bless. The monster's silhouette flashes through my head again, huge and terrifying, the red light shining down to the very centre of my being.
Here, this will help.
Oh. She sets 2 glasses of water down on the table in front of us. I didn't even register her coming over here. Tara clears her throat and leans forward.
Thanks. Seriously.
They're the first words that she's spoken in what feels like hours. She manages a small sip, but most of it dribbles down her shirt. I don't even reach my glass, knowing that my hands are just as shaky, if not more. My entire worldview has shattered. It's going to take more than just a walk in the snow and a glass of tap water for everything to sink in. True.
How are you not freaking out? Have you seen that thing before?
No, that was my first time as well.
Oh, God. She doesn't answer the other part of my question. Tara continues to slow drink her glass of water, while mine remains untouched. At some point, Morgan goes into the kitchen and prepares a pot of coffee. Okay. I can hear her rummage around in the fridge. The smell that coffee is at brews, but neither register beyond a cursory awareness. What does got my attention is when she sets 2 steamy mugs down in front of us, hot coffee sloshing over onto her hands. Oh god.
Drink this. It'll help.
I do as I'm told, lapping at the brew since it's too hot to sip. Tara does the same. Morgan sits beside her on the couch, draining her own mug much faster than we do as she gazes out the window. By the time I'm about halfway through my own, I do feel a bit better. Whether that's because of the warmth, the caffeine, or just the placebo effect, I'm not sure. Once we're finished, we just lapse back into preoccupied silence. Oh dear. Yet again, it's Morgan who breaks it.
I think the 2 of you should take some time to relax. I need to get home soon too, before I arouse too much suspicion.
True.
Does that work for you?
It does. I look to Tara, who doesn't seem to have even heard what Morgan said.
Yeah, sounds fine.
The more that I think about it, the more appealing it sounds, right? Right now, I want nothing more than to curl up in my bed, cocoon myself in blankets, and sleep for a while. Sounds good, actually.
Okay, I'll see you later then.
Bye! Never one for long goodbyes, Morgan heads straight for the door.
I'll message you soon.
Okay. She leaves before either of us can respond. We sit. And sit. I don't know for how long. Longer than I've ever seen Tara sit still. I just don't know what else to do. Oh. As much as I'd like to, I know we can't just sit here forever. Very true. The knowledge that we'll soon have to return to mundane, everyday things feels unreal. We just witnessed something magical and life-changing. How could we just go back to normal life? But I know that in truth, the world hasn't changed at all. Our knowledge of it, no matter how long we wait, the outside world will continue to pass us by. It feels like an eternity passes, but Tara's voice breaks through the silence. I'm not sure if I fell asleep or not, but I react with a start, and my heart beats 100 miles per hour.
So, what do you think?
Good question.
About which part? There's a lot to take in.
Exactly.
Yeah. About all of it. Or any of it.
While she sits, she idly pulls on a loose thread from a blanket close by. She pulls and pulls, and it unravels even further. I don't think she notices she's doing it.
I think the main thing is that I wonder what else is out there now. Not just in the forest, but in the whole world. Are there more of those things? Or is it the only one of its kind? And how did no one ever see it before? There's just so much that I don't know how or what to feel. What about you?
Again, she shrugs.
The same, pretty much.
There's no way you're not gonna get that BooTube award now, you know?
It's a surefire joke. It should be an easy smile. But she doesn't react at all.
Probably not. I think I'm gonna crash. Good night, Mads.
Oh dear. Just like Morgan, she gets up and leaves without even giving me time to reply. There's barely 5 seconds between her saying it and her bedroom door slamming shut behind her. It's not at all the kind of response I'd expect from Tara, but these are far from normal circumstances. Exactly. All that I can do now is wait, for her or for Morgan. Okay, wait and wonder. After a late night spent researching, I awoken around 11 in the morning, a good 2 or 3 hours later than I usually get up. I get dressed in a hurry, not wanting to keep Tara waiting before we head into town. It would be a pretty ironic twist though, since usually I'm the one who has to wait for her to get ready after late nights. I have a sheaf of notes that I took and hand cramp to match. Oh no, hand cramp, yeah, that's not good. I'm not sure how useful all of it will be, but it's at least a starting point. Tara's good at seeing the hidden connections and putting pieces together too. It makes for entertaining videos, even without results. Out in the living room, a lukewarm pot of coffee and a used mug are the only indication that she's awake.
Hey, I'm up now. Slept in a little. I'll be ready to go in a sec.
I call out from the kitchen, preparing my own cup of coffee. She doesn't respond. I wonder if she can't hear me with the door closed. I go and knock on the door, being careful not to spill any coffee on myself. No response. Oh God. I knock again, louder. Most likely she has her headphones in. That or she fell back to sleep.
You ready? I'm good to go.
Is she even there?
I have a bunch of notes and research too. Maybe we could go over some of it with Morgan.
Silence. Oh God. She's not that heavy of a sleeper. I knock again, even harder, but she still doesn't answer. I'm guessing she's not in her room. I jiggle the doorknob a little bit. It turns easily. I open the door slowly, giving her ample time to yell and interrupt me. She's not there, is she? I don't reckon she is. Let's be honest. But she doesn't. Her room is empty. Yep, so there you go. Told you. Not there. She left without me. I let go of my carefully arranged papers, suddenly not really caring that much about them as they fluttered to the floor. My hand shakes, hard enough for coffee to spill out of the mug and staining the pages below. Oh dear. So that's how it is. Whatever it is. I swallow the lump in my throat, forcing myself to not overreact. Maybe she tried to wake me up. I slept through it. Or maybe she just went out for a walk and will be back soon. She might be. So that we can go into town. There are 100 different benign scenarios for what could have happened, but in my heart I know that she ditched me. Plain and simple. Oh dear. I go to the sink and dump out the coffee, my appetite suddenly gone. Then I pick up the papers that I dropped. A few are ruined beyond... Oh yeah, because she dropped the coffee, didn't she, from the coffee. But it's not like anyone will miss them. Oh, no one knows about them, really. I throw them in the trash, along with the sodden paper towels that I used to clean up the spill. I gather the rest of the papers into a pile and leave them on the kitchen counter. Throwing them away feels like a waste, but I don't really want to look at them right now. I retreat back to my room and slam the door, even though there's no one around to hear it. I put on a film at random, for background noise, more than anything. My thoughts start to wander before the opening credits are even finished. What exactly was it that I did that upset Tara so much? Before Morgan took us to the church, things were fine between us, if not a bit tense. But I was working on my attitude and she didn't seem bothered. and since seeing the monster, both of us have said so little. So I'm just left wondering what I did wrong. I wish that she would talk to me and at least help me understand. I'm about 15 minutes into the film before I realise that I have the French audio track playing without subtitles and that I haven't understood a word of it. Oh dear. I close my laptop and stare blankly at the wall, since that's the only thing I can do and not mess up right now. It isn't long before I can hear the crunching of 2 pairs of footsteps outside, as well as the low murmur of conversation. Oh, that's probably Morgan and Tara, I reckon. The front door bursts open, and from my room, I can hear the din of Tara entering. Yeah, see?
Gotta be related to the stuff in the journals. There's no way they're not talking about the same thing. Just send all those pics to my email address when you can. This is gonna be so freaking good.
Sure thing.
I sit paralysed in my bed. Should I ignore them? Go out and act like nothing's out of the ordinary? Part of me wants to just hide in my room, but the way Tara and I have always gotten over our arguments is by being open about our issues. Plus, Tara would know that I'm at the cabin, so if she brought Morgan back here, I doubt she's trying to avoid me. Maybe they came back specifically to include me. Exactly. Hoping for the best, I head out into the living room. Tara's brewing a pot of coffee while Morgan leans against the counter. A few books that she must have brought from home are stacked beside her. She glances up as I enter.
Hey, Maddie.
Hey there.
Tara nods without facing me. Oh, okay.
What are the books?
I nod at the stack. Tara sits 2 cups of coffee in front of her and Morgan and slides the books towards herself. Oh.
They're the journals she mentioned on the walk to the church. She was letting me take a look at them.
Okay. She puts some emphasis on the word me, like she's the only one who's allowed to. Maybe this is the case. Oh, there. This isn't off to a great start. No, it's not.
I see you've picked up a coffee habit too, huh? Morgan's really rubbed off on you.
Yeah.
She turns to face Morgan, being sure to exclude me from what she says. Oh, God.
Okay, we can chill in my room. Might want to grab one of the spare chairs from out here.
Oh, okay.
It's a small consolation, but I can tell that even Morgan feels a little uncomfortable with the situation. She gives me a sympathetic look, but doesn't say anything. Just why is Tara acting like this? If she would just tell me, we could work it out. Exactly. I stick out an arm, holding Morgan as she carries the chair across the cabin.
Tara, can I talk to you for a sec?
The two of them exchange a look, but I can't tell what it's supposed to mean. And she shrugs, a gesture towards my room, and she follows me in. I shut the door. Oh, what's this? Oh, Chopstar, hey! How you doing, dear?
Can you please,
Thank you for the like.
tell
There's a
me why
like
you're mad
command,
at
dear,
me?
if you want to use it.
I'm not mad at you.
Well, it kind of seems like you are, let's be honest. I scoff.
Whatever you want to call it, why are you treating me like this?
Like what?
I can already feel myself starting to get angry, but I try to keep it under control. Oh, there.
Please don't play dumb like that. You barely talked to me for 3 days. You ditched me this morning, and now you're going out of your way to exclude me.
Dang.
I don't know how to interpret that as anything other than mad. I have no idea what I said or did to piss you off, so I don't even know what to apologize for.
Exactly. If I don't know what I've done, I can't, I don't know what I'm apologising for, so, need to tell me what I've done wrong. Tara runs a hand through her hair, looks around my room. It's the first, as if it's the first time, hang on. It's the first time she's been in here since we arrived in Eisenfeld. Oh, really? Oh, okay. It's more or less a carbon copy of hers, so I don't know what's so interesting about it.
I'm not mad, I'm just not wasting your time with this stuff anymore. I can take it from here.
Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure I heard her right.
Sorry, what?
Oh, what's going on here?
I said I can take it from here.
Oh.
Take what exactly?
Oh dear.
The vid. I mean, you're quitting anyway, so I've got to learn how to do all this on my own, right?
Oh dear.
But that's not...
I don't even know what to say to that.
Why not ask me at least? Or even tell me? That's so screwed up.
Oh my god. Do you know what? If I was Maddie, I'd just leave. I wouldn't even bother staying there for a whole month. I would just leave her to it and go back home. That's my opinion though.
How do you figure? Every day since we've got here, you've talked about or at least shown how you don't want to be here. You even said it yourself. You had to make an effort to be less bitchy whenever we go out. So, now that there's a solid lead, I can figure out the rest of it myself. Or at least with Morgan's help. If you want, I can buy you an early train ticket home or something. Next one should be coming through in a day or two. You don't have to keep pretending to care.
The whole time, her tone never changes. It's flat and emotionless. I wonder if that's another result of Morgan's influence. Dunno, do ya? I wait expecting there to be more, hoping that there's more. There isn't. Oh dear. I stand there, dumbfounded. Tara shrugs again and then leaves, closing my bedroom door behind her. Oh my god. What an outburst.
Okay, sorry about that. Let's get those journals.
Oh my god. I can still hear her talking to Morgan there, through the wall, bright and chipper. My legs feel weak all of a sudden, and I collapse onto my bed. Through everything, my own misgivings and concerns about my future, choosing to quit the show and telling Tara about it, and even witnessing the monster at the church, I've managed to keep my composure. But for the first time, I don't know how long I can stop it anymore. Oh bless. I cry. Oh. All of this feels so unfair. Of course I didn't want to be here. It's been a waste of time every single other time. I get it. I was a skeptic, a non-believer, only humouring her in all her exploits and playing as her foul. I rained on her parade constantly. Oh dear. And now, after everything that's happened, she was right. I can't deny that, but why does that mean I don't deserve to be involved with it now? Maybe she took my leaving personally, even though I swore that wasn't the case. Yeah. I was only doing what was right for me. I needed to move on and do something with my life. So is it really my fault that meant I had to stop playing around with paranormal stuff? After these past couple of days, I was even starting to reconsider that. Maybe staying on the show wouldn't be so bad. Once the episode goes live, everything will be changing. Oh. but now I don't feel like that's an option. Like she'd even want me there anymore. Oh. I feel like everything in my life has changed in just a few short days. Like I'm lost at sea without anything to hold on to. My best friend in the whole world is at the epicenter of it all. I'm thousands of miles from home. Oh. Through the walls I can faintly hear the sound of Morgan and Tara discussing whatever it is. Not nearly loud enough for me to make out any words, but enough to be reminded of my exclusion. Oh. I wonder if Tara knows how upset I am, or if she expected me to be grateful. Neither would surprise me. Oh. I cry until my eyes are dry and sore, but I don't feel any better. The walls of my bedroom feel claustrophobic, and the vague sound of Tara talking is insufferable. Oh. Bless. I hurriedly bundle up and slip out of my bedroom and out the cabin to get some fresh air. The cold is just barely more manageable today, but it's still preferable to the atmosphere inside. It stings my wet cheeks, burning reminders of my unhappiness. I pick a direction at random and start heading into the forest. As long as I don't make any twists or turns and just go in a straight line, I won't be able to get lost. Oh yeah, goodness, don't want to get lost, do we? After what I've seen, the woods feel especially hostile now. I wonder what else could be lurking in the shadows or further amongst the trees. Countless possibilities that I'd never considered are suddenly plausible. But for once, I don't hesitate. I just walk, my feet automatically stepping over roots and other forest debris. Underfoot, the snow is slushy and messy. My head feels the same. Oh. My heart hurts. Everything hurts. My nose burns from crying, the cold only exacerbating the effect. Yeah. Oh. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I just feel lost. I reflect on the show and on the years I've spent with Tara and wonder how it all came to this. Oh, yeah, that's the very beginning, wasn't it? Of the game. The show had been her idea, of course, but I was the one who encouraged her to go through with it. She'd always had a flair for the dramatic, whether it was the school play, her old blog, or even the over-the-top fanfic she used over her lines with her and help her rehearse. No. Or even edit her fics, I think it's fics, when she first had the idea of Tara Normal and combining her two biggest interests. I was the only person who said she could go for it, and even came up with the name, which I'm still pretty proud of. Oh. At first, I thought it would just be another entry in a long list of ideas that Tara would start and quickly use interest in. I gave it 2, maybe 3 episodes tops before she got bored, but the reception was good, and the viewers and the views started coming in. So did the ad revenue and the sponsorships. What had started as a weekend hobby turned into a weekend responsibility, and then into a day job. My role went from holding a cheap camera and stitching together the footage to actually learning proper video editing, and investing in decent equipment. It seemed only natural that I'd be the one to handle all of the invites. Professional side of things. I put my life on hold for the show. Oh my goodness. Quit college halfway through my film studies degree. Oh my goodness. I moved out of my cheap student housing. I gave up my barista job and the store manager promotion I'd been hoping for. I dropped everything in order to help Tara make the best show possible. Oh my goodness. Sure, it wasn't like I had it rough. Tara's always split the royalties with me and pays for the expenses herself. The two of us have done pretty well for ourselves, better than we'd had any right to expect. But at the end of the day, it was still always about Tara. Her name in the title, her name on the contracts, her name in the fan mail. Tara, Tara, Tara. And when it's all over, when the final episode someday goes up and she moves on, she'll be able to take that name with her anywhere. That success, that popularity. Oh. And all I'll have is the memory. Oh. The more I dwell on it, the more unfair Tara's behaviour seems. I can feel anger overcoming my sadness. How could she say I'm only pretending to care? I gave up years of my life for her and dedicated them to making her look good. Oh. Without me, she'd have never been able to balance running the business side of the show while actually making it. Hell, she's not even close to being tech savvy enough to do what I do. Oh dear. Part of me wants to spin around right now and go back to the cabin and demand an apology. Oh bless. But I know how that would go. She'd just get defensive, and even if she did say she's sorry, she wouldn't mean it. It wouldn't actually fix anything. We'd just be back to where we started when we first got to Eisenfeld. Awkward and tense. Oh dear. There isn't really a good solution that I can think of, but I have to do or say something. I can't just leave things as they are. Oh no, can't do that. Her offer for an early trip home lingers in my mind. I'm sure she'd make good on that promise. It sounds pretty tempting too. In less than 3 days, I could be comfortable, warm, and back in my own bed. Ah. I'd never have to think about Morgan, or Eisenfeld, or forest spirits, or weird churches, or floating lights again. I could just move on with my life, the same way I'd been planning to, once I get home anyway. As I think that though, I know it's not really an option. I've never been able to live with myself if I let it go unsolved. Exactly. Yeah. Need to sort it out before she goes. Two piercing red eyes shine in my memory, and I know that there's no way I'd be able to forget about them. Oh dear. Oh, look at this. Remembering the monster makes me stop and take stock of my surroundings. I've been walking at a pretty good rate, unhindered by the weather and fueled by my bad mood. Oh dear. There's a small clearing just up ahead, and it looks like it might be a good spot to take a short break. Yeah. It's not very big, I realise when I reach it. I could toss a stone from one side to the other. It doesn't feel as stifling as the rest of the forest, though. Ooh. I clear my throat. It's the only noise I can hear. The sounds of the village don't travel this far. They barely reach the cabin, for the most part. Oh, God. Overhead, the sky is crystal clear blue from the first time that I can remember. It's still freezing, but it isn't cloudy. Not even an airplane or vapor trail disturb the tranquility. Ooh. I rub my eyes and defog my glasses. I must look like a real mess out here. I do feel a little bit better though. The fresh air alone has helped to clear my head. Oh, that's good. The snow underfoot is well trampled from my stomping around, and mud mixes with the slush to form a thin paste that sticks to my boots. Oh, I hate that. If there was somewhere to sit down, this place would be perfect. I make do with leaning against a tree that's mostly dry. I'll need to remember how I got here. Oh God, yeah. It would be nice to have a place of my own to retreat to when I need it, away from the other two. That's true. Just as I'm enjoying the tranquility, there's a rustling sound overhead. As I look up, just in time to get a face full of snow as it slides off a branch. Oh God. Oh dear. Perfect timing. I cough and splutter, wiping away as much of it as I can, though a lot of it still falls into my clothes. I flap my jacket like wings, trying to knock it out. Oh dear. Right then, from the corner of my eye, a quick motion catches my attention. It's gone too fast for me to notice more than a glimpse of fabric, and I turn around to see who it was. Oh. But there's nothing there, and no sign of anything having been there. Oh, okay. Heart pounding, I walk over in the direction it came from, looking for footprints or something. There's nothing. Oh God. I rub my eyes. Maybe it was the snow messing with my vision. Snap. Oh God, what's that then? The harsh, unmistakable sound of a branch breaking cracks behind me. I spin around, expecting to see Tara there, with a dumb smile on her face for having spooked me. But again, there's nothing. I pull my coat tighter around myself and press my back against a tree.
Hello?
Oh dear.
Is someone there?
My voice sounds through the clearing, but goes unanswered. Oh dear. Again, a flash of movement from the corner of my eye. This time, I'm sure I see it. A glimpse of purple, darting behind a tree. Purple? Oh. I start towards it, hand reaching, but without a clear plan in mind. Just like a dog chases cars. I don't know what I'll actually do if I catch it. Oh, okay. I walk into the middle of the clearing, turning a slow circle, hoping to spot whatever it was.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Who's there? Or what's there? It already knows I'm here. There's no point in trying to hide. Oh God. I hope it's nothing too bad. Snow crunches off to my left, and I pivot, just in time to see a girl disappear behind yet another tree.
Hey, wait!
I may as well not be saying anything for all the effect it seems to have. I hurry to the tree where I saw her, but she's gone. I'm just running in circles, chasing after who knows what. My heart beats like a kick drum, a million possibilities racing through my head, each more fantastic than the last. Maybe she's from the village. Maybe I imagined her. Maybe she's another forest spirit. Maybe she's the same forest spirit we saw before, in a different form. Dunno. Any of them could be true. I've seen now that nothing is impossible. I look all around, searching for a clue and finding none. This is a bad idea, I know. Every single fairy tale I've ever read warns that this is a bad idea. Chasing after mysterious girls in the woods never ends well. She could be luring me to her secret lair, or could even be a disguise for some kind of terrible monster. Maybe it's the forest spirit, come to exact revenge for trespassing in its territory. I should turn and run and race back to the cabin. If I told Tara and Morgan, I'm sure this is the kind of thing that would override Tara's annoyance, at least for now. It could be our chance to patch things up, pursuing some new mystery. Or I could not tell Tara, and I could solve the mystery myself, whatever it is. Oh God, really? For the first time, something happened to me that doesn't involve Tara. I could keep it that way. Oh dear. My hand is trembling, but I reach out in the direction I last saw the girl, more as a sign of openness than anything else.
Are you still there?
Silence.
If you can hear me, can you let me know?
No response. Oh dear. My fingers close over empty air. This is stupid. I feel like an idiot talking to no one. If she wanted to be caught, she would have let me, I'm sure. But then, if she didn't, then what was the point of even showing herself?
I'll come back tomorrow, okay?
Really? Tomorrow?
If you'll be here again.
It feels desperate. Is it desperate? But I can't let this chance go. Not when this could be all I have. A light breeze blows through, as if to answer. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I stand there, hoping for another sign. As I give up and turn back towards the path home, I see it, just for a split second. A bright pink light, crystal clear, and the colour of sunset, flashes just once. It's the same as the one we chased through the forest several days ago. My breath catches in my throat, my muscles tighten, poised to follow, but my common sense overrides. As much as I want to, I can't just go running off into the forest on my own. I'd probably never find my way back. Oh God, yeah. Could you imagine that? Oh. I swallow. If it can understand me, like it seems to, then I'll see it tomorrow, once I've had more time to prepare. Oh. I face the direction the light came from, even though it's gone now.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I might end it there, guys. Actually. I'll just quickly read this bit. Morgan and Tara never noticed me come home. They might not have even noticed that I left. I don't make any efforts to talk with them. I'm still too angry with Tara. Instead, I spend the rest of the day in my room, watching films or reading. All of the research that I was so eagerly working on is put aside, stuffed into a folder that's out of sight on my hard drive. I have my own project now, my own lead to explore. The butler did it. Love it. The thought of that light and the mysterious girl in the woods stays on my mind throughout it all. Oh yeah, what was that? Spoiler. Even late into the night, I can hear that Morgan's still over in Tara's room with her. At some point, the sounds go from conversation to something else. I turn up the volume on my computer. They can do whatever they want. It's well past midnight when my eyes finally get heavy enough to sleep. Right. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. We're slowly getting somewhere. Okay. But yes, I shall save this. Save. Hang on. What? Hang on. Let me try that again. Right, save. Hey. Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's that saved. I'm back tomorrow with Horror Sunday. I will be carrying on with Alien Isolation. Looking forward to that. Yep, apparently I'm getting to a good bit. So I've been told. Yay, yep. Yep, I've been told that I'm getting to a good bit. Apparently. So yes, we shall see, won't we? We shall see. But thank you to everyone who has popped in. I do appreciate it, as always. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, oh, hang on. Oh. I will take you to a Midnight ISO who's playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Right. Always good. Right. So yes, I will raid. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Right. Raid. As always, guys, I do apologise if the raid takes a little while because it is the PS4. So yeah. But as always, guys, stay safe, stay awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Horror Sunday. Can't wait. And you, Captain. Take care, dear. I dare say I'll speak to you soon. Dare say I'll speak to you in a little bit, I reckon. Okay.